So,
do we have time to speak before the dinner?
Now, sadly, no.
Carl?
You've been spending the day researching.
What? We can't have a 5-minute conversation?
Oh, you've got time to talk, and you've got like half an hour to an hour. I thought you said sleep.
No, I said conversation. So can we talk?
Yes, enjoy.
So, I'm thinking, obviously we can get as much information here while we're here, but obviously if this sword fighter guy that we met in the pub is the warring opposing family, this kind of information seems like could be very possibly financially beneficial to him. Plus, he'll probably be more likely to accept it and follow it through.
Mm-hmm.
He might be someone good to have as an ally against this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for sure.
Agreed.
So, yeah. Okay.
That's it?
Unless anyone else wants to say anything, we can do the dinner.
Right. Everybody give me an etiquette roll.
Yep.
Of course, the ambassador is fine.
Etiquette.
Yep, I got it.
No.
Right. Chris, there is a problem because Max, as he's now calling himself, keeps going, hey, open your mouth, and he's wanting to throw food into your mouth across the table.
I didn't fumble it. I'm Alex. What can I say? You really think I'm going to have a high etiquette?
I thought you were saying that to your diners. I'm Alex. No. Fuck it. I like boning princesses and walks on the beach. So, yeah, he's definitely, somebody's like, wrong spoon, sir. And you're like,
I pick up a fork.
So, yeah, they're trying to make small talk and stuff. You can tell. Empathy rolls, please.
Yeah.
Chris, you make it?
No.
They're all going to kill Alex after the meal. They figured it out.
Nice.
Kind of figured it was going to happen sooner or later.
It's a fair call. Okay.
Jesus, I got shit on me still.
Yes, because you eat like a fucking ravenous pig.
Yeah. Excuse me a moment.
That's why now you got hiccups.
Mm-hmm.
You did this yourself.
Favorite.
Shit.
I see sticking to a light diet for healing.
Yeah, just a whole rack of ribs and a box of chips today, unlike the 2 racks he normally has. He's gonna pass out.
You're gonna have to go down there and give me mouth to mouth.
Oh, fuck that.
Well, at least you'll have cat food for a while.
Yeah.
God damn it. Funny you said that. I actually said that, I think, just last night. I was like, if Logan died, I said, at least my cat would be fed for a long time. That's just so funny you said that.
Right. If anybody asks, I've gotten vain, and so I've started dyeing my hair on my beard. It's not actually barbecue sauce. So good. So anyway, the those of you who made their empathy rolls think that they haven't quite given up, but you guys are definitely in their last hope category.
Mhm.
Question: Is this Clementi here today at dinner?
Sadly, no.
Okay.
Neither of the and nobody from the Clementi family. There may be somebody who is secretly allied with them or some shit, because who knows how fucking deep this thing goes. So it's possible that other horrible scumbags are around, but if so, they are not introducing themselves as the horrible scumbags you're wanting to yell at until they tell you what you want to know, which is a bit sad. But overall, the meal goes by. It's almost a funeral meal with how sad it is. And one of the confidants of the king says, so anybody who saved Princess Danny, and the king's like, don't you dare say another word. I know where you're going with this. One more word, I will have your tongue removed. He goes back to eating. The guy goes, and he goes back to eating. He doesn't say anything else that night. So the meal ends. Servants take you guys off to your quarters and such. They draw baths for you and such. If you wish to sit around and talk in the baths, they will provide carrots. Otherwise, you each have your own bath. Then you go to bed. You wear ridiculous bed clothes and shit like that. Awesome.
Lovely.
Yeah. The beds are less comfortable actually than the hotel thing you were staying at, but yeah, the room is much bigger. So cut to morning. You've all had a good night's sleep.
Yay.
Lovely.
You wake up, you're still alive. Your throats have failed to be slit in the palace intrigue. You're thinking this is the kind of place you could have quite a lot of palace intrigue if you were into that. Dead silence. So,
I guess we head to Cosmos's place.
all right. You guys set off in the morning. Doc, I'm assuming you check on your patient stuff. She's stable. You've taught somebody how to change the IV drip, et cetera, et cetera. It's not really a big deal. Pete, please reduce your hand to 4 because you've got cards somewhere in there.
What kind of role would I need disguise role to make myself look almost identical to the doc?
That'd be much tougher. I mean, right now you are somebody completely different, but I see. God damn. Let's see. To become the doctor, then I would require disguise at half or -30 and mimicry and acting.
Disguise.
Are you?
I'm
If
gonna-
you're
Fumble. Hey!
Fumble, no problem. He's disguised himself as an elf. You guys go to his room and go, hey.
I'm going to use a reroll on that.
I was going to say, I've got a skill plus 15 if you want it, Matt.
I would like to point out
a really bad roll.
before you spend a lot of shit, there are lots of people always in her room. It's not just the doc and her. There's the doc, her, the handmaiden lady, 20 other people, servants, etc.
Fuck it then. It's not worth it.
Just wanted to point that out to you before you got too excited about your helmeted warrior.
I'll get rid of the negate.
Wow.
Okay, let's go to Cosmos's place then.
Cool. Where to? Which place of his?
Yes,
He owns more than one property.
Well, okay, we'll start back in the tavern.
Grass
we're in.
bed, a bit of grass.
Excellent. Matt, give me a luck roll -30, and he's sitting at the table with open chairs waiting for your ass to show up.
He's sitting at the table with open arse chairs, whatever.
That's not right. Oh, yeah, he looks really surprised to see you guys. I'm very surprised to see you, he says.
And I'm sober, but not for long.
I don't know who you are, sir, he says.
Huh?
You're in disguise.
I'm in a really bad disguise.
No.
What?
I thought you decided not to do that because you were not going to be able to
Yeah,
pump
but
away
then I'm
on
in the
top.
same disguise I was in yesterday.
Yeah. He still
So-
doesn't know who you are because that's a different disguise than you sitting there playing with the dead rat, which was you playing with the dead rat.
True.
You disguised yourself after we met him.
Both. After and before. Before was a
Yes.
kind of makeshift disguise.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
So,
He looks totally baffled.
well, you know these two.
Max.
I've cleaned myself up.
Oh, God.
Mr. Cosmo?
Please have some seats.
Thank you.
Trust me, this is going to be worth your while.
In that case, I'll buy the beer so that I can repay your kindness.
Oh,
He
yeah.
orders beer.
This is going to be kind.
He waits for a dead rat to be put in front of him.
So, I look at the other two. I give a little nod.
They nod back at you and stare at you.
I hope so. I'm
Time goes
confirming.
by.
Right.
Put
So
the pattern in the ghost wheel. Oh, sorry.
we
Never
have
mind.
come across some delicate information that I believe will be very important for you and your family to know about.
Oh,
And it concerns treason.
rats?
Treason of the highest order.
Oh, yes.
To talk about such things if they are false is in itself treasonous.
We would not be telling you this if we did not believe it to be 100% true.
Well, you have my attention.
We have it on a very reliable source that a certain, shall we say, enemy of yours, oh God, I can't remember his bloody name now.
Clementi.
Clementi, you know Clementi, your enemies.
There are many of family Clementi.
Yes, okay, well, the father in charge, his son.
Aha, yes. Scumbag Clementi, I see.
Yes, his name? That's very apt. So we have it on the highest authority that he was the last to be speaking. Well, he was speaking something of a weird language or joke type thing that was the last thing basically that the Princess Danny heard before she succumbed to her sleeping sickness.
He gives you a look like you just said somebody was babbling insanely near.
I haven't finished yet.
Okay,
I haven't finished yet, sir.
I see.
So,
He looks at the camera for a while.
as you well know, the family Clemente is not doing very well financially. And this has to do with the New World, is it not?
Go on.
So, the New World is now exporting from there to import here minerals at a much cheaper rate that is bankrupting the Clemente family. And the trade route would be much easier if there was peace between the nations and the marriage went ahead. It is in their best interest that this marriage does not go ahead.
Well, that is.
So, motive is strongest with them.
Very well, but a motive is not proof I can take before the king.
Look, we're not
Don't
saying-
forget the race course.
Yes, okay. First off, let me just say, we're not saying at the moment that we have 100% proof. All I'm saying is that we have information leading to this. We want to look into this. We want to find out more. And as my colleague just said here, there is also links with the sleeping sickness at the racehorse, which we know that the senior Clemente is also a big favorite of. So I believe there is some connection there as well.
I don't understand what the race course has to do with this.
There are people there that have also succumbed to the sleeping sickness.
Two individuals there who I'd be very interested to learn of their trade. Perhaps they are bookies or somebody that lends money.
Well,
I understand that Mr. Clementi Senior has a bad habit of betting on slow horses.
Well, yes, that's well known that he's been frittering away his family's fortune for years. But yes, of course, I'd be interested in.
So if there was some bookies, for example, that he owed money to, or that he'd made some large bets to, and wasn't able to pay, and if they were to succumb to the sickness and thus were not able to claim.
Well, even if somebody gets sick, then there's always somebody else. But only one of the people was a bookie. The other one was a cleaning woman.
Cleaning woman?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
We are telling you this purely because we believe it is in obviously all our best interests to
get to the bottom of it.
Get to the bottom of this, yes, investigate, and because if it does turn out to be true, then this obviously is a big deal, high treason against the royal family, and obviously a slight against your family, as we don't want the actions of scumbag merchants to bring down your illustrious family.
No shit roll. He says yes, but as I understand, he is the ambassador from Australia. What possible help could I give? He already has the ear of the king. According to somebody I talked to, he was having dinner with the king just last night.
We were, but
seems really suspiciously well informed for a mere swordsman. But
he is amazing, actually, very amazing. But no, you obviously have the connections. We are new to this land. You know the areas. You know the people. You could maybe get us audiences with people that we might not be able to get on short notice.
I'm happy to assist in any way I can. Of course, not so that we can take down House Clementi. He smirks. But of course, to help the princess, family would be quite interested in this.
Of course.
So 4 days ago, when a bookie and a cleaning woman, yes, slowly he turned. No, anyway, do you know whether or not senior or junior happened to be at the race course?
Well, I'm sure the senior was. He spends quite a bit of time there, but as for the junior, I don't believe so. He despises the racing course, as it's currently taking much of what I understand to be his inheritance.
Yes.
Not that I know a lot about these things, but apparently their GDP is down 18.5% over last year.
So can we just confirm here? Sorry, was it the senior or junior that was the one that was telling the joke before the princess?
Junior.
It was the junior.
Yes. But the fact that a cleaning, so this...
It doesn't seem like this might... I mean, especially with the other people falling sick in the city that don't seem to have any relations to this, it seems like it's not something that's kind of 100% controllable, that it's something that is spreading.
I'm wondering... Yeah, but I'm wondering if Junior was actually at the racetrack and was visiting a bookie and the cleaning woman saw it.
Dun, 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 dun.
I really don't know, he says. But
what
do you need from me to, well, oddly enough, no, I don't spend a lot of time at the racing course. But what do you need from
do you
family?
Do the families ever meet to discuss business, or?
Well, not unless we have business in common. Why?
Well, obviously, getting some time with the junior and senior Clementi could be a way for us to detect whether there's anything in these rumors or this information.
They have excellent poker faces. You will not simply be able to talk them out of it.
You haven't seen me talking, sir.
He looks totally unconvinced. He says, "Yes, well, right. I'll tell you what. If you can think of anything specific that we can help you with, I don't want to be one accused of unfounded accusations. But
No, of course not.
if our family can be of any help with the princess, then we are all in." Please, next 2 rounds will be on me. That should lubricate your thoughts. But for now, I must go teach school. So I bid you good day.
I don't know that.
Alexa, off. Horrible cunt. So just randomly she comes on and says shit. I don't understand why. And then I yell at her and she goes,
Shut up.
I'll get you with Skynet. So he gives the bartender more money, instructs him to get you another couple rounds, and you guys sit there with your drinks and very, very loose information
Mm-hmm.
and plot and or scheme.
Well, it seems like we've got to do something as far as getting confession or something, because otherwise we're not going to be believed. So, and the information we have is too flimsy at the moment.
Yeah. So
how to go around that?
Well, this does seem to be one of those time periods where the rich, noble people are proven innocent by virtue of their richness and nobility.
Right. Exactly.
yes.
I suppose the only thing is if someone like, say, the princess was aware that a spell was being cast on her before she succumbed, if she was then to be awoken and then said, he's the one who did it, princess versus bloody even a noble is going to be, well, that's the thing. So maybe
he's hosed if that's the case. Yeah.
Do we then now try and concentrate on finding all more information to convict these guys, which is going to be really fucking tough, or do we come up with a plan to try and wake up the queen, the princess, and hopefully have her be able to point the finger?
Well, we have a tent full of sleeping people. If you want to see whether or not your awake spell works.
And you know what? We didn't even bloody go ahead and try casting spells in the
No. Oh, and exactly. Now that we think, and the fact that we've got a fair idea that it's the Clementes, we could do it nearby and see.
What, to give Chris data? Chris doesn't like data.
So if we go near the Clementi Estates and then try it out.
The Clementi Estates?
Well,
yeah, the Clementi Estates that are off Snapple Garden.
Well, the two people that fell, the cleaner at the racecourses, are they at the racecourses still, or they're being held somewhere else?
The cleaner? They're in a big fucking tent.
Yeah, they're all there.
Well,
so we can look at the cleaner and find out what she knows too.
Yeah.
But she's unconscious, so unless we can wake her up.
Yes. Can we get one of these people separated so
the doctor can examine them in privacy?
Made it all up. Right.
Right. Let's do it, Logan.
Right.
Clean her on the own, and we're going to experiment on her.
Nice.
We'll set up a private area. We'll have a private area so that we can,
Okay.
be not disturbed, and so that and for her to keep her dignity.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, nobody cares why the doctor wants to do something. It's like he's the doctor. They just go, "Yes, doctor," and that's fucking it. It's like, I want a private area set up with tulips on the wall. Yes, doctor, and it's done.
All right.
Shows tulips in the background for reasons.
Right. Shall we continue?
Yeah, so we separate her.
Right.
They're in the room, and then
You're still near the gate. You're in the tent, which is near the gate, that has the soldiers that are pretty much in awe of you guys. Unless you're wanting unless you want to separate her more. If you want to take her over to Snapple to separate the shit out of her, I guess you could do that.
No. It's fine in a tent here, I think.
Okay.
As long as it's just separate from. Yeah.
No problem.
So I suppose try the basic.
Should you try the basic? Okay. I get on top of the lady and I start going, wait!
No.
I slap her in the face. So what Pete doesn't understand is this is part of the spell.
I know it's part of the spell.
You've got a backhand.
I know. I've always thought that was really silly.
Wake up.
Oh,
God.
You weren't actually sure if he was casting the spell.
No, that's the thing. He may not have been he may have just been doing that. Well, it was the thing. Well, the thing I wasn't even too sure if you're going to start backhanding her. You just said, "I'll start climbing on top of her."
Yes,
you've got to do the slapping, haven't you?
Have my penis, you 60-year-old.
Right, it's one around. So as long as I don't fumble, I can keep going for a while.
And yeah, like the doctor, I'll be closely watching to see if I can pick anything up.
Watching Alex mount this poor kind of biggish woman who's like 60 years old.
I've got a plus 15 and Maddie.
There's the fumble.
Yep.
No problem. He goes, wrong. So he has no choice but to begin pumping.
I've got a re-roll if you want it.
Yeah, go on then.
Oh.
I'll give you a super waddle sprint.
Well, Matt or Pete, be sure to reduce your hand by 1 before trading cards. Your 5 cards.
Yeah. I thought I had reduced it already.
No, you keep getting more cards.
I'll get rid of the damage card.
Logan's a horrible man. He keeps giving more cards to people and they're not expecting it. Chris is fading fast. Somebody slap this bitch awake.
Right.
Oh no!
Slap your bitch up.
Right, re-roll on that fumble. So that's up to 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've got a skill plus 15 if you want it.
6. That's where I can keep going for. There you go.
Wow. Yeah. Is this a really cheap spell or something?
What do you mean cheap spell? Yeah, it's 1. It's if you don't do it, it's 1 magic point.
Oh, that's good.
It's 1 magic point to fail. 2 to
no problem. The lady's cheeks are both fucking fire engine red from his wake up, because he did that a while, and it shows everybody in the on the other side of the curtain going, "Oh my god!" and they're hearing this.
I was just waiting for the yeehaw.
They're horrified. Now she has to roll a kind of saving throw thing against certain. Oh, and the other thing. All right. She wakes up and looks at you and goes, ah! People are like, she starts getting beat up by the doctor.
I'll be grabbing the doctor.
I want a grapple roll and a strength roll for both you and the doctor to see who holds who. As she starts screaming, the doctor goes fucking berserk. Alex is still mounted on top of her. This is a fucking scene.
Yeah, I'll make a grapple roll.
Excellent. And how's that strength roll? And Chris, give me a strength roll to break free of McKay so you can slap this bitch up.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No problem. You've got hold of him, but he's still fucking slapping her around, and she just makes you scream more.
Max!
Alex, you're from the other room. He appears to be laughing too hard to actually help, as the doctor beat the shit out of this woman who now makes a comment.
I help out.
She appears to have fainted. As you guys restrain the doctor, she appears to be unconscious from the severe beating that she got.
Right, no first aider.
Sure, go for
it. Bring her around and maybe have her a bit sedated so she's not screaming.
Give me a first aid and a pharmacy
leave.
roll.
Why don't you guys do that, and I'll leave. I'll be back in a minute. I'll
We're
go
not
get a
doctors.
coffee break. They don't know that. I walk out. My assistants will deal with this.
Oh my God, what did your assistants do? I heard so much slapping and screaming and more slapping. And
It's all a part of the treatment.
Give me a fast talk roll. They want to believe. They believe. Dumbasses, you think. And right, you go off to get some coffee.
We try and bring her around the best.
Yeah, I don't make my first aid. I don't know if you did.
I haven't
He
tried.
goes up, shakes her gently, slaps her. Nothing.
I think I got my first aid.
Uh,
Let me check. Yes, I do.
Excellent. And you give me a pharmacy roll because you said, quote, a little sedated, which means
No.
critical.
That's
critical.
what we.
Oh,
shit.
good.
Okay.
There you go.
I was
And-
gonna say that's what we were asking the doc to do, not.
No, he just went on.
I'm
a
actually,
coffee.
I've actually got a decent
you?
pharmacy.
Oh, okay.
Doc went on one of those unioned coffee breaks that you fought against. So anyway, yeah, she's like, my face, it hurts so much.
But you're awake, lady. You're awake.
I'm so thirsty.
I will get you some water soon. But it's
You
vital.
get some water now so she can talk.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got any water, but you're bringing some water.
Who wants to drink from the fire hose? And right, they get her some water, and yeah, she looks really shaken up, a bit drugged, and like she's been beaten for a good minute.
Okay, so what's the last thing you can remember, ma'am?
Well, sir, I
Fuck's sake.
was
Bring in
I
the
was
next one.
working, and then I was scrubbing something, and then I fell asleep.
Whereabouts were you working?
I think I was in the racetrack in the toilets.
Okay. And was this during the race meeting or afterwards?
Oh, sir. She just looks at you. She just, you're thinking, not very bright. These words are coming to mind.
Bring in the
Mhm.
bookie.
Right, there's one squeaky wheel on the trolley. They bring him
Okay, so
in.
we'll have a.
She gets wheeled out. Everybody else is like,
Wait,
call the doctor. All right, burn through some magic points
Did you
here.
did you want a plus 15 card to try and
No,
make
it's
it a bit easier?
No, it's not for more. We'll do, yeah, we'll still got a couple more.
The conscious people are horrified out
That's
there.
it. I'm out of magic points.
Excellent.
Yeah.
If you cast it one more time, you can become unconscious too. Oh, good times. Right. Doctor comes back with his fucking coffee.
What is going on here?
You see the bookie laying there with two fucking bright red cheeks.
We get some ice and ice that shit, I guess.
Did
it not
they
work?
don't have any ice. This is the old West type Victorian England. They don't have ice. But Alex is mounted on him. Oh, warning. We got 30 minutes or less before it terminates. Like I said, if you guys, well, or if you want, if actually, at the way it sounds, I'm going to start a new broadcast thing because I don't know how long you guys are going to go. Yeah? Is everybody okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Neat. Because I know you guys, I'm good to stop or go whenever you guys want, but I know you got the bit between your teeth.